We just come out from a session called Milestones in 2009 and a new direction for 2010 in Latin America and the Caribbean. Very briefly, could you tell us what you have discussed?
Yes, I think we walked through some of the areas in which UNFPA made some big steps last year. One of them, I think, was the review of CAIRA 15. And I think this is a big step because we brought back the women's movement in the region to discuss how do we advance together on ICPD. And the difference from this time in respect to the previous ones is that this time we had new groups that participated in this thinking, debate, discussion, and selection of priorities. And part of these groups were women living with HIV and AIDS, also women part of the youth groups in the region, representatives of the aging groups also, and Afro-descendants and indigenous peoples. So this was very important to have representatives of these women's organizations talking to traditional women's organizations. One of the milestones, I would say, is that we found the non-acceptable ones for the region, which are maternal mortality and women's violence against women. And these two are strong messages that the difference from before is that we need to unite society, not only some groups of the society, not only governments, but we included academia, we included community level counterparts, and we included traditional counterparts as women's groups, but also research institutions from the region. So this is some work that we're going to do together. So the review of CAIRA 15, the urgent call for action, was one of the milestones. Another one was the strengthening of the capacity of the regional office. Last year was a whole process of learning for the regional office, not only the integration of the technical and programmatic, but the establishment of the working groups, the processes of delivering as a new organization in the process of clusters that we are working with in the substantive areas of the mandate of UNFPA, and also developing the strategies that are needed in the region for some of the areas. For example, South-South cooperation that was developed last year. Also the strategy to work in humanitarian response, and also the new one that we are just developing at this time, the strategy to work with Afro-descendant populations.
So if you had to pick one area for 2010 as a priority, what would you pick?
Well, we are calling this year in LACRO the year of the technical assistance, and I think the main objective, the heart-centered objective of reorganization was to become a field-focused organization. How to become a field-focused organization is to really to be able to provide appropriate support at the right timing and with the right quality, or with the quality assurance for the country offices, so that they in turn can respond to the needs of either the governments or the counterparts at the national level and advance the priority issues of our mandate in terms of the structural problems that they face at the ground level. So I think that if I could choose one priority, this would be the priority to choose for 2010 in which LACRO will be working.